I'll be surprised if I remember how to even make one of these videos as far as editing goes, etc. But yes, I've been gone for about a month and a half. I was pissed about YouTube taking down my video, so I moved to Rumble. And Rumble is, I just can't do it. I'm already not great with technology, even though I was born in a computer lab and my first words were typed. But nowadays, it's just too much. And Rumble is a bitch. And it takes hours to upload, and I don't have the time, and I don't have the area for frustration because I have to deal with the market all day. So we're just going to leave it at that. Rumble goes bye-bye, and we go back to YouTube. And we just don't talk about as much politics because I already can't do that. I can't lose my job. Even though that I'm doing good with trading, I have to have another form of income, at least for the time being. It's just not possible for me to not work. Even though I rarely work as it is, I need that income to pay bills and to keep my account from getting drained, which has been happening recently. I keep getting to 25,000, and it's the market keeps testing me and testing me. I'll get to like 24.5 and then have to take out $4,000 for the month's bills. Then I'll be like, all right, whatever, let's get back. And then I'll get to 23 and I'll fuck up and I'll get in a big loss and I'll go down to 19 and then I'll go down to 17. And then I'm just like, oh my, and I've been losing my shit. That's pretty much why I haven't been making videos as well, is because I've been in a world of distress, a world of suffering. I got all the way down to $9,500 only 2 weeks ago, maybe less. It was mortifying. As if you follow my Twitter, I was on a bench drinking by myself with the homeless, watching me saying he must be nuts. And I don't blame them because I was. And I was thinking about slitting my neck and drinking my own blood and feeding it to my unborn children that I would never have because I would castrate myself and turn myself into a transsexual if I had one more loss. But I actually went bowling that night, and I was feeling real good. And I was like, if I can get this rhythm going in the market, like I got it going in the lanes, it's not going to be a problem. So the next day, I woke up, I cleared my head. I actually went for a 3-hour walk before the market opened. Sometimes you need to do that. You need to meditate. You need to think about what you did wrong and change it. So I did just that. And it's slowly but surely chipping away, inch by inch. I had a stop loss in GNS, which I was all in. And that's what was causing problems too, going all in, because I just needed that extra couple thousand, and boom. I had a stop loss at 86 cents. It hit 88 and then ran up. I got all my money back, pulled it. Got back in, made some money, pulled it, and started to work it again. And that's the thing. Whenever I get back to basics and I take it slow and I think about the long run, not the day to day, the minute to minute, is when I make money. When I go too big and I get ahead of myself, first of all, I want to rip my hair out. I can't breathe. I can't speak. I can't drink water. I can't eat. I can't have sex. I can't see. I can't hear. I can't smell. I can't breathe. I can't do anything of prosperity. All I can do is be scared out of my mind and pray for Xanax to fall into my mouth. So we're going to stick to the strategy. We're going to stay composed. We're going to diversify the portfolio. And the final thing I'll say, by the way, well, just quick health thing. I did a 24-hour dry and food fast, so water and food fast. I lost like 6 pounds. I'm down from 184 down to 171. Absolute brilliance. And it's all been from it's probably been 2 weeks of only eating past 7. So I eat from like 7 to 9:30, and that's it. My whole day, I'm not eating. Why? Not because I'm on a diet, but because my money's going up and down like you wouldn't believe it. Okay? But no, literally, I'm using that for good. I'm using that anxiety to just not eat, because I don't need to, because my mind's focused on other things, and then eat at night, and I keep losing weight, and I look better than I did before. So that's the health tip, is if you just don't eat for the longest period possible, and you'll be fine. I'm hungry all the time, but that's a good thing. You want to be hungry. And then the final thing that I'll say before I jump into the charts, I got about 5 or 6, 7 maybe tonight. I'm just going to be going over the ones that I'm invested in, some of the picks that you guys have, and then what's popular. But there is a guy named Hans, a friend of mine, who I met recently through iHub. He programmed a scanner basically for himself because he's a computer engineer, and it works really, really well. You might have heard of it, DD Amanda. No, he's not paying me to say this. He gave me a good deal on the subscription, but honestly, it's one of the best things you can use. I'm not going to get into the particulars in this episode because I don't want this to be a long video, but look for that coming up soon. I'm going to go through DD Amanda. I'm going to show you how it works. If you do want to get it, I think it's a good tool. I think it's you should have a scanner, and this one works very well. It's basic. It's not over the top, but it has everything that you need. I stand by it. I've been using it, and it's helped me a lot. So jumping into the charts, we have AMC to start. And I know that this is a different chart right now, but again, I'm just trying to get this done. For some reason, my trading view is acting up, and I like this chart as well. I usually go through charts. I look at the iHub chart, I look at the stock chart, I look at trading view. I look through a lot, sometimes stock twits as well, just to get an idea. This one has the MA50 and the MA200, which are very, very good indicators of strength or weakness. So we're starting, actually, this is GNS. Let's just start with that one. Why don't we? Okay, so look, when you broke, as you can see, this price, it was just getting rejected. It wasn't getting above that line. Once it broke that line, that was a buy signal. It broke above it and held above it, and then boom, what had happened the next 2 days, it went all the way up to this line. That was a gain of about 100%, which is pretty damn good. I got in on this pullback, played this. I played like a bunch of these candles in here, bought it here and held it, sold above 2. Brilliant. Bought back a little high yesterday, took a loss. That's fine. I've clocked about $9,000 on the stock, lost about $800 today, but that's fine. And I was pissed in the morning because I knew it was going to run back to 169 to fill the gap first thing in the morning. But they were scaring the shit out of me with this. I can't sell. I can't sell. The last thing that I wanted was to get all this money back and then have $4,000 tied up that I can't buy or sell. I've been in a suspension, and I thought about murdering everyone within a 20-mile radius. So I didn't want to be in that situation again. So I just simply dumped. I said this was a mistake. You knew that this was going to be etchy and sketchy. It's a foreign company. There's MMTLP. That's what was ringing in the old brain. I was like, they got stuck. I might get stuck. I dump out. I take the $800 loss, and I learn a lesson not to touch something that's risky of actually bankruptcy, offerings, anything that's going to drop the price significantly without you having a chance to sell. And there's nothing worse than not being able to sell. My heart was pounding because they're like, E-Trade won't let me sell. Oh, this one won't let me sell. Oh, and luckily I just switched from E-Trade to TD yesterday. So I don't know if they're able to sell yet in E-Trade, but thank God that I randomly made a switch after 6 years in TD Ameritrade. Thank you very much, TD. Thank you very much, AVTK. So I guess just you got the MACD turning down here. That's the only indicator. Oh, and the RSI. I like that. I love that. You're at 53. You got to stay above 50 to stay in the hot zone. You have to get this thing still staying steady. You have to literally, your absolute bottom has to be like 123, 124, somewhere in that area. Next stop, if it breaks through that, it's coming back down to 88. So, you don't want to lose strength here. If you don't, and it breaks above this 200 day, which it tried to do, came back, filled the gap, it just got a little ahead of itself. If it gets above 162, you're in good shape, especially if it closes strong above it. You could have a situation like this where it actually does get to $4. But again, I don't know if I'll ever touch this again because I don't know if one day I'm going to wake up and they're going to be like, shares are worthless. Scary shit. So that's GNS. AVTX. This one's been acting really, really strange, and I don't know why. Look, this is a good-looking chart. Just because it's been taking down, it's been absolutely pummeled. You had this big volume day here that they were just like, no, not done selling yet. The problem in the stock that I've noticed is it's just there's like an auto sell. Every time that there's big bids, it's just like bid whack, bid whack, bid whack, bid whack, bid whack. It's almost like it looks automatic, like somebody has an algorithm running. Is that the company diluting? I'm not sure, but I do know that whatever's happening, the shares are getting soaked up. There's a lot of buyers, 100,000 share bids, big buys. It gets up and then they crush it down. 12 cents in the morning, brilliant, 20%. Within the next minute, back down to 10. Then during the day, they run it up almost to 11. By the end of the day, under 10. It's trading like it's trying to piss you off so that you're like, whatever, fuck this thing. It can't get above 10. You dump, and then they run it all the way to 47. That would be the max gain. I don't think it's going to get all the way up to here unless some incredible news comes out. We've seen what happened to ICCT. Anything is possible. But for right now, I'm going with a target between 18 and 47 cents. I know that's a wide range, but this thing is very thin. It's very volatile. Anything could happen, especially with the MACD creeping up and the RSI creeping up. If it gets into this zone and starts to peak above, all we need is one bullish day and it starts to get moving. BRGO. I don't even know if this is on. Yeah, they don't even have it. BRGO, I'll just talk about it real quick, or I'll do this. What can I look at it on? iHub? Whatever. I mean, yeah, I should. Because you're going to want to see this. First of all, actually, with this one could go really soon and really fast. It does not need much. This is why. No. Did I say that? Oh, sick, dude. Nice. Yeah, like that's like lit, bro. Like nice, dude. Watch. No. Oh, that's why it's doing it. No. Yes. First of all, I mean, I didn't come here to look at a chart, but obviously you're at the bottom here. Okay, you're at 9. It hasn't even done anything yet. You're getting a little bit of increase in volume. I don't know when this is going to go. But here's what I'm looking at. And this is why I bought 4 million shares and I'm just holding them. And if it drops back down to trip 6, trip 5, I will buy more. Market cap is $95,000. It's under 100 grand. Let's say it does go back to 6. It's at like $60,000. Your float held at DTC is 55 million trading in trips. Oh my God, if they put out anything, this could hop, skip, and jump to a penny in a day. This is the type of setup that you don't know when it's going to run, but if you have shares when it does, holy mother of sweet mother of cream living in the heavens above us, holy sweet banana peel riding on the sewer drain of the lifeline of the Borgosian Samsonite Museum of the Hill Street gang. It will be an incredible thing to see. And I don't know when it's going to happen. So again, park some money there. We wait. And just saying, just saying. AAPJ. This one might go a little bit sooner. Bought 2 million. I had 8. I sold. Then I bought 2. Better be there, boy. Better be there, son. Are you ever you want to work or you want to just slow down my video so now it's going to be 9 hours? All right, lit, dude. That's sick, dude. Thanks, bro. Like, that's what's up. Thank you. Gets above 1, holds above 1. Like, if this gets this thing could run. It's on another very, very small share structure. I'm loving these trips with small share structures. Market's been beaten down. OTC's been beaten down. And what is it next month? September. That's when they wake up. That's when they arise. Also, keep your eyes on XCPL. That thing will go. I have a volume alert on it because that thing, I know who's running it. William Alessi, not going to get into it. Let me get off of that. We're talking about AAPJ. If this thing gets above 1 and holds above it, let's say tomorrow we close at 12, we close at 13, whatever the case may be, I'm hoping for a PR. Give me a PR because this thing blows the shit out of the water when it gets a PR. But if they don't dilute right away, this thing could get to 5. Okay? So, thin share structure, gonna move fast. Get your shares because it will thin out really quick. Don't know why I haven't talked about the greatest stock to ever exist in the history of the planet until now. But yes, I'm talking about it. And all through these years, however long this was, that's not even that long. All before the reverse split, ever since $70 down to 50, down to 30, etc., etc. MOAS is coming, yada, yada, yada. I said, you guys are insane. This is worth $1. This company is not worth anything, and I never bought it. In 3 years, I never even touched it because I knew it wasn't at a price that was good. Hey, you know where it is now? At a price that's pretty good. Why? Because I saw this, and I saw the sell-off steadying, and I said, okay, I don't know how much lower it's going to go than this. It's a triple bottom if you actually go pre-split. This thing looks good. People have been beaten down. They're going to want to average down, so any type of trickle up is going to make the masses come back. Now, let's see where it is after hours. Be higher. Okay, 75. We're getting bids at 74, which is going to put us green. If this ends at 78 now, 76. If this ends anywhere near green, in after hours, after a 17% day, tomorrow might get cuckoo, okay? My target is not 40. It's not 30, even though I think that 30 could happen. It's about 26. Now, I will be long gone before then. I think that it will see 26 on a blow-off top, but I'm not waiting. If it gets to $20 to $24, that's the range where I'm going to be on my keyboard like, hey, I'm ready to sell. That will put me up $5,000, $6,000, somewhere in that range, and I will say goodbye because I've only had it for a couple days. And what happens when you have... And look, the RSI is creeping back up. The MACD is starting to do a little turn. Okay, it's just getting started. Hit an exact bottom. Got in at 11. 500 shares. Should have bought more, but I'm a dumbass, scared ass bitch. And I didn't buy more because I'm scared of bankruptcy. I'm scared that nobody's going to see AMC movies. Everything sucks. Blue Beetle looks trash. I wanted to go to the movie theaters last night. I was like, oh, what's Blue Beetle? Maybe it's like a good movie. No, it's some kids movie, DC. It's like, hey, we're done with the DC. We're into Blue Beetle now? Who the fuck has heard of Blue Beetle? Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Blue Beetle? Shut the fuck up. That guy doesn't exist. That was made up 15 minutes ago. And the person was not creative at all. Blue Beetle, no. It doesn't matter. I don't care. The price is good and it's going up. Volume was huge. Shorts are going to have to cover. Get me to 25 and I say adios, nice to know you. And I go to AMC and I hug the clerk and I say, give me some popcorn. I'm not seeing a movie, but I'm just going to go home and I'm going to jerk off to it. Sorry. Won't say that again. But I would. And I will. Moan. If you're going to buy, I mean, I don't know, dude. This thing is just so dirt. Like, look at this pop and then just casually down. This pop, you're hanging on a thread here. I mean, your gain would be $1.14. If it breaks that, it could go nut. But you're going to need enough of this. We're suing the naked shorts. We're suing this. We're suing that. It's all just a pump. That's why I wouldn't buy this. Because, like, yes, I missed this. And I saw it at 44. And this is post-split, just like fucking, what's it called, AMC. And I missed it. And it went up. And I got salt. And I didn't buy it. And I was salt, McGlintock, Malloy. And I really was angry because I was watching it all day. And I was like, yo, they might run this soon. It's been beaten the fuck down. And I almost bought it 44. And I would have doubled in a day. And I would have probably went all in because I'm a gambling asshole. But whatever, it's okay. We miss things and then we translate that and we think about it and we go, okay, what's a RS that's been beaten down with a lot of funk behind it? Well, that's called AMC. So we're going to get that one. We missed this one. It's dying now. It's dying on the vine via dilution and just being the biggest piece of shit scam I've ever seen in my entire life. If you don't want to hear it, I don't care because it is and it always will be. They're called cars are trash. You know that, I know that. There's literally roll bars like in their fucking like luxury vehicles. There's no type of interior. It looks like, it looks like the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a lot of retarded shit. So do with it as you please. Trade it as you please. But please, for the love of God, don't act like this is a good car company that's going to get anywhere. Stop following these pumpers. If you hate me because I tell you the truth, then fuck you. ICCT, I saw this bitch too. Because I be looking at the market all day. I always be seeing shit. I mean, but this was such a flock. Meaning a fluke. Fuck. That's like not even, is this even the right? I mean, it's gotta be, but the chart looked a lot different. Either, I don't know why it has this type of chart. I thought that it was on a very steep, and it was. On StockTwits, if you go to StockTwits and look up ICCT, it was on a very steep incline. And I was like, wow, this is like really oversold. But I didn't know what it was. I heard people talking about it. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And of course, the next day it's up like 9,000%. No, literally it's up like 800%. So that sucks. I missed it. But again, when you see things like this, don't be like, oh man, oh shit, because you're going to see a lot of things that are oversold and they don't run like this. This is just something that I happen to see and it ran. But if I happen to see a lot of shit and it doesn't run. So don't get misconstrued, oh shit, I really need to eat something. Don't get twisted in thinking that whenever you see these runs, they happen all the time. They do. But you're picking 1 out of 10,000 that's going to do it. So don't go off that. Try and get the in-between. Don't go for the moon. Diversify your portfolio, yada, yada, yada. Like, so I would, some people would go all in on this and they would put it back and then they would lose all their money or they'd make all this money. That type of swings isn't going to be sustainable. You're going to make a bunch of money and you're going to lose a bunch of money and you're going to be going nuts. So the key to success is steady progress in the right direction. Point blank, period. No end of story. And no, it is the end of the story because I don't have anything else to say. Last one. Mamma mia, papa pia, ooh. Fucking had it down. Where did I have it? I had it down at fucking 22. God damn it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just dumb. I had it at like 22 and I sold it at 22 because it just looked like it was going to die. I don't know. I thought it was going to like quadruple bottom down here and I was going to be able to get 15. I don't know. But either way, it sucks because I'm not in it. But shout out to Power Battle. Shout out to whoever's in that stock. I hope that it runs like the goddamn wind. And it looks like it's about to pretty soon. Your RSI is not overcooked. MACD is smoking. But, you just got to you're above this resistance. I just don't know. I don't like this daily candle. And this thing doesn't seem to want to break. It just goes through these swings. So if I'm buying 2.8 on the pullback. And then I'm just waiting. Okay. All right, well, that does it for me. Hopefully this video wasn't 16 hours long. Hopefully you could see everything and I don't look like a moron because then I have to upload a video that you can't see on. But it's good to be back. Good to see everybody. I'm going to try and do a lot more videos upcoming because I'm not going to make it like I'm fucking doing and painting my face and doing dances. I mean, that's great. It got me a bunch of subscribers, but it's just not, again, that's not sustainable. I have too much to do during my day. I have too much brain power that's exhausted throughout my day. So I can't be doing fucking Sideshow Bob fucking side quests all night. I just need to like get this done, get it uploaded, get it out to the people because we're hitting winners. I just keep, I'm going like this. I'm going like this. I'm going like this. You know what I mean?